Have you ever laid in bed at night, wondering if there's a perfect time to fall asleep? A single, simple change that could sharpen your memory, protect your heart, and give you back the kind of boundless energy you thought you'd lost for good? It sounds almost too simple to be true. But what if the real reason you're feeling more tired lately, forgetting little things, or waking up feeling groggy and unrest isn't just because you're getting older? What if the real culprit is something you can fix tonight? What if you're simply going to bed at the wrong time? If you are over 65, or you care for someone in their golden years, what I'm about to share with you is incredibly important. It could completely transform the way you think about sleep, and more importantly, how you feel every single day. As a sleep specialist with over 20 years of experience, I have seen this one small shift make a life-changing difference for so many people. I've watched wonderful, vibrant folks go from restless nights and low-energy days to waking up feeling truly refreshed, mentally clear, and emotionally steady. They didn't need new medications, expensive treatments, or complicated routines. They just changed when they went to sleep. Today, I'm going to reveal the scientifically backed golden hour for bedtime that is helping seniors across the country feel their best. Because here's a crucial truth that we don't talk about enough. As we age, our body's internal clock, our master rhythm, changes. And if you keep fighting against it, by staying up late for the television, scrolling on a tablet, or just sticking to an old routine from your younger years, you might be unknowingly setting yourself up for deep fatigue, persistent forgetfulness, and even serious heart problems. But once you understand what's happening inside your body and learn to work with it instead of against it, everything changes for the better. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through what the latest scientific research has discovered about the aging brain and the absolute best time for seniors to go to bed. And I'll share the real-life, inspiring stories of people in their 70s and 80s who made this one adjustment and saw incredible, lasting results. So, if you've been struggling with poor sleep, or if you simply want to age with more strength, clarity, and peace of mind, then please stay with me. This might be the most important and hopeful health conversation you have all year. Let's begin by exploring the surprising science of sleep after 65 and why the right bedtime might be the best medicine you never knew you needed. So, why does our sleep change so dramatically as we get older? And more importantly, what is our body trying to tell us? Have you ever found yourself dozing off in your favorite armchair during the evening news, only to be wide awake at 2 in the morning, staring at the ceiling and counting the hours? Or perhaps you sleep for a full 7 or 8 hours, but you wake up feeling as if you haven't rested at all, like your body is still heavy with exhaustion. If any of this sounds familiar, please know this. It is not your fault. It's not a sign you're doing something wrong. It is simply your biology, and it's asking for a change. You see, after we pass the age of 65, something profound happens inside our brains. We naturally start to get less of what's called deep sleep. Think of deep sleep as the night shift for your body and brain. It's the precious time when your body does its most important repair work, mending muscles, strengthening your immune system, and consolidating the day's memories. It's also when your brain performs a vital cleaning process, washing away harmful toxins. In fact, studies show that by the time we reach our 70s, we can experience up to 40% less of this critical deep sleep than we did in our younger years. That is a massive shift. It means that even if you're technically asleep, your brain and body might be missing out on their most crucial maintenance window. This is precisely why so many older adults wake up feeling tired, mentally foggy, and emotionally fragile. But that's only half of the story. The other piece of the puzzle is a hormone called melatonin. Think of it as your body's natural, gentle sleep signal. As we age, our bodies start releasing this sleep hormone earlier in the evening. So when you feel that first wave of drowsiness wash over you around 8:30 or 9 p.m., that's not a sign of weakness or that you're getting old. It is a message. It is your body's wisdom gently trying to guide you, saying, "The time is right. I'm ready to rest." But what do most of us do? We ignore it. We tell ourselves, "It's too early." We push through it with one more TV show, a late-night snack, or just out of sheer habit. But when we fight that natural signal, it's like missing the last train home. You're left standing on a cold, dark platform, and finding your way to sleep later becomes much, much harder. I'll never forget one of my dearest patients, Arthur Clarke, a 78-year-old retired history teacher with a brilliant mind but a tired spirit. He came to my office, slumped in his chair, and said, "Doctor, I go to bed at 11, just like I always have, but I toss and turn for hours. I've stopped reading my history books at night because I can't focus. What's wrong with me?" After talking with him, the answer was beautifully simple. There was nothing wrong with Arthur. His internal clock had simply shifted forward. His brain was ready for restorative sleep much earlier, but his lifelong habits were keeping him awake long past his optimal window. I asked him to try something that felt radical to him. For the next 3 weeks, I wanted him to be in bed by 9:30 p.m. every night. No exceptions. He chuckled and said, "That early? My grandkids stay up later than that." I just smiled and said, "Please, Arthur, trust your body. Just try it." 3 weeks later, he walked back into my office, and the change was palpable. He stood taller. He had a spark in his eyes, and he said something I will never, ever forget. "It's like someone finally turned the lights back on in my brain." He was sleeping soundly for the first time in years. He was waking up with enough energy to take his long morning walks again. He was even enjoying his history books, his mind sharp and clear. Arthur's story isn't a miracle. It's what happens when we stop fighting our bodies and start listening to them. Your sleep in your 70s and 80s is different, but it isn't broken. Your body still knows exactly how to rest and heal. It's just working on a new, earlier schedule. So what is this new schedule? What is the sleep window that can truly change your life? Let me share something that might be the most valuable sleep advice you ever receive. For most adults over the age of 65, the time you go to bed matters just as much, if not more, than how many hours you sleep. Extensive research has revealed that there is a golden hour for rest. For seniors, that optimal window is between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. Why is this specific time so magical? It's because it perfectly aligns with your body's new, natural rhythm. Think of your body having a master clock, your circadian rhythm. Going to bed during this 9 to 10 p.m. window is like synchronizing your watch with that master clock. You are literally catching the perfect wave of your own biology. Your melatonin is peaking, and your body is primed to fall into that precious, deep, restorative sleep more easily and more quickly. Let me tell you about another patient, Eleanor Davis, a wonderful 76-year-old woman who told me she had struggled with insomnia for over 40 years. Decades of staring at the clock, feeling a sense of dread as nighttime approached. She had tried everything: herbal teas, prescription medications, sound machines. Nothing worked. She confessed, "I've gone to bed at midnight my entire adult life. I don't think my body even knows how to sleep any earlier." I gently explained that her body's rhythm had changed over the years, and that maybe, just maybe, the solution wasn't to force sleep with a pill, but to invite it by honoring the new rhythm life was offering her. She was skeptical, but she agreed to try being in bed by 9:30 p.m. every night. When she returned for her follow-up, she had tears of joy in her eyes. "Doctor," she whispered, "I'm finally sleeping through the night. I don't dread the evenings anymore." Not only that, her constant daytime fatigue had vanished. Her mood was brighter. Her mind, which she described as always being foggy, finally felt clear. All from one simple, powerful shift. And these benefits are not just feelings. They are real, measurable, life-changing improvements to your health. First, let's talk about your heart. During that early, deep sleep, your cardiovascular system gets a much-needed break. Your blood pressure naturally drops, a process called nocturnal dipping, which is absolutely crucial for long-term heart health. When we stay up too late, we rob our heart of this vital rest period. In clinical observations, we've seen that older adults who consistently go to bed between 9 and 10 p.m. show remarkable improvements. It's as if their heart, finally given permission to rest at the right time, begins to heal itself. Second, your memory and brain health get a powerful boost. During this golden hour of sleep, your brain's clever cleaning system, known as the glymphatic system, gets to work. Think of it like the trash collectors who only come out late at night. This system flushes away metabolic debris and harmful toxins, including the beta-amyloid plaques linked to cognitive decline. I remember a lovely couple, the Millers, both in their late 70s. They were terrified of their increasing memory lapses, forgetting names, losing their train of thought. After they both committed to a 9:30 p.m. bedtime, the change was astounding. Mr. Miller went back to finishing his daily crossword puzzles. He told me with a proud smile, "I feel like the lights are finally back on upstairs." And third, your emotional well-being is profoundly restored. Lack of proper sleep puts your brain's panic button, the amygdala, on high alert, making you feel anxious, irritable, and overwhelmed. Getting into deep sleep at the right time calms this system down. You wake up feeling more patient, more resilient, and more like yourself. It's like giving your mind and spirit a warm, soothing bath after a long, stressful day. So, how can you start making this incredible change tonight? Here are 5 simple, practical steps I've shared with hundreds of patients. 1. Honor the golden hour. This is the most important step. Make it your goal to be in bed, with the lights out, between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. That wave of tiredness you feel in the evening? That's not weakness, that's your body's wisdom. Listen to it. 2. Be mindful of caffeine and heavy meals. Did you know the caffeine from a 3 p.m. coffee can still be actively blocking your brain's sleep signals at 9 p.m.? It literally puts a roadblock on your path to sleep. This includes decaf coffee, teas, and even chocolate. Enjoy your last large meal at least 3 hours before bed to allow your digestion to settle. If you get hungry later, a light, sleep-friendly snack like a banana, a handful of almonds, or a warm cup of chamomile tea is perfect. 3. Dim the lights and create a sunset indoors. Our brains are hardwired to respond to light. Bright overhead lights, and especially the harsh blue light from TVs, tablets, and phones, screams "stay awake" to your brain. An hour or two before bed, start to dim the lights. Turn off the bright overheads and use a soft, warm lamp instead. This simple cue signals to your brain that it's safe to start producing melatonin and unwind. 4. Create a gentle and predictable wind-down routine. We don't expect a child to go from full-speed playing to sleeping in an instant. We need to give ourselves that same kindness. Spend 20 to 30 minutes before bed doing something deeply calming. Read a few pages of a relaxing book, listen to soft, instrumental music, take a warm bath with Epsom salts, or simply sit quietly and focus on your breathing. This routine becomes a powerful signal to your entire being that the day is done. 5. Disconnect from screens to reconnect with rest. This might be the hardest step in our modern world, but it is one of the most vital. You must put away your phone, tablet, and turn off the TV at least an hour before you intend to sleep. The blue light from these devices is a direct enemy of melatonin. Beyond the light, the constant stream of information keeps your mind racing. Instead, choose stillness. Let the day and its worries settle. Sleep, after all, is not something we can force. It is something we must gently invite. If there's one thing that life teaches us over time, it's that the most profound changes often begin with a single, gentle decision to finally listen to what our body has been trying to tell us all along. So tonight, when the house grows quiet and the sky begins to darken, I invite you to see that early evening tiredness not as an inconvenience, but as a welcome message. A soft whisper from within that says, "You have done enough for today. It is time to rest. It is time to heal." Because at this stage of life, sleep isn't about keeping up with the world. It's about coming home to yourself. And I want to leave you with this powerful thought. You are never too old to feel better. You are never too late to heal. There is still so much beautiful, quiet, peaceful, and meaningful time ahead for your body to feel rested, your mind to feel clear, and your spirit to feel calm. If this video brought you some new insight or a feeling of hope, I would be so grateful if you would take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can continue to share this vital information. And now, I have a special invitation for you. If you believe that it's never too late to rest, heal, and feel strong again, I want you to go to the comments section and type the one word, hope. Let's fill the comments with hope as a powerful reminder to ourselves and to everyone else reading that we are not alone on this journey to better health. Thank you for spending this precious time with me. I hope tonight brings you deep peace and that tomorrow greets you with renewed strength. Until next time, sleep well.